This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 7 from the 20. Now it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Score, Chargers 21. Washington 14.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open, it's Allen complete. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Will give this one to Eckler. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Herbert. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second down, Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Washington.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Washington first down.
Play action. Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Extra point.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 35, Washington 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Haskins will throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 55 yards.
And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Chargers 35. Washington 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Markers down the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fielded at the 43. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
To number 8.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins slings this deep from the clip. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's Eckler again. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Herbert. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. Allen has it, left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
To the air again, Herbert.
His third interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
52 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington has taken the lead. they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington 42. Chargers 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Left side, and it's complete. And he's got the 1st down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gostkowski for the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
42-all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Haskins. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Haskins going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique, but no one's open. There is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Montez.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll find Hall. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here we go with Haskins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Yard attempt.
This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action with Haskins. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
they're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, it's Haskins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call and you'd be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins back to the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.